afternoon, children of the Most High. How are you today? And God bless you, Baruch you, and God bless my members. I have some words for you. I got a really busy week this week, so you guys may not see me till maybe the weekend. If not, definitely next week. So don't be worried about me if you don't see me this week, but you might see me this weekend. All right. So some of these prophetic words I'm going to tell you, I've already reiterated them to you, but God want me to tell you again so you could pray, right? And then I got some new stuff. Well, I already told y'all that Elon Musk was gonna, Trump and Elon Musk was gonna have some separation issues, and they did, but it seemed like they got over it because now Elon's over the treasury. But God said, and I told y'all before that Elon Musk is gonna be one of the ones to portray Trump. So the Lord want me to tell y'all to pray that, Trump catches it before it happens, because Elon is going to portray him big time. I mean, big time. And I believe that's the big separation that I really saw. So I had to alliterate that again. Then I told y'all, for the next 12 to 15 months, Trump was going to have a lot of troubles and issues because people were going to be fighting against him, and starting by maybe April, May or June, we're really going to start seeing people going against him, doubting him, regretting voting for him. A lot of the Spaniards, Latinos and stuff like that, that's being deported. A lot of them are regretting voting for him. And then a lot of them are making videos now claiming they're black and they don't want to be racist toward us anymore. And I'm like, wow, they finally admitted it. They come from us, you know what I mean? But, I love my Spaniards and my Latinos and stuff. I love them. I think my cousin married a Mexican and one married an Italian man. And we got white folks in our family, but we 90% copper. All right. What up, my Latinos, my Spanish people? What up? In French you say je t'aime. I love you. But how do you say I love you in Latina way? All right. So now, so we got to pray about Elon, like I told y'all, betraying Trump. Trump catch it before it happened. Because if he don't catch it and it happen, it's going to devastate Trump. Really, it is. Also, I told you about the plane crashes that happened. And I told you I saw 4 more. And the Lord said that 3 or more are going to happen beginning in the month of February. I mean, I'm not saying all of them will happen in February. I mean, they can happen in the course of February to September. But it's definitely going to be 4 more plane crashes or 3 or more. So it could be 5 or 6 or 7, God forbid, right? So I'm just reiterating again. So just pray, and I always taught y'all that to pray before you get on the planes anyway. In the trains, a boat, a bus, when you're driving, you cover yourself and everybody that's on that plane or ship, boat, train, whatever, in the car with you, the bus, don't matter if they're a sinner or not, right? And you ask y'all to go before you and cover that plane, bus, whatever, with the blood of Jesus. Make sure the hands that's driving the wheels is covered with the blood. Ask God to put angels to escort you, and you're traveling, whether it's domestic or international. Even cover your passport if you're traveling international with the blood of Jesus. Cover your eye, cover everything. Leave nothing for chance. I told y'all already that they're gonna try and attempt to kill Trump a couple of more times while he's in office, right? So the Lord said when he's traveling, he's traveling, but when he's traveling, I kept seeing him traveling somewhere domestically and they tried to kill him. Then I saw him traveling internationally and they tried to kill him. So there's going to be an attempt on his life when he's flying domestically somewhere in America. And then when he's flying somewhere internationally. Now, I know he flies on his private plane. So, maybe when he gets to this domestic place here in America, and he gets off the plane and stuff like that, wherever he's going, they're going to try and get him. And when he goes internationally, when he gets off the plane and go where he's going, they're trying to get him. And I saw like a SUV, like a car bombing, like they had the Tesla car bombing. Well, I saw a SUV. I think it was like a dark navy color or a black color. And it was like a bomb in it. But I don't know if that's going to be in America or abroad. But I know they're going to attempt to get him here in America again. He's going to travel somewhere. It's not going to be in DC. And when he goes abroad, and I kept seeing like England, I don't know why I saw England. I mean, I don't know what reason he would have to go to England. Maybe England stands, it's just representing the UK, the European continent. So, I'm not really sure if that's where they're going to try and blow a bomb up in a black SUV or dark navy SUV. I mean, shoot, it could be anywhere he goes internationally, but for some reason, the country England kept popping up. So England represents the European continent. It represents London, the UK, Germany, so let's just pray for our president that him traveling over there to England, the European continent, Germany, wherever, or wherever he's going, Arab nations, wherever he's going internationally from this moment on, let's cover his plane and him with the blood of Jesus and anybody else who's flying with him. And when he flies here domestic wise, let's, cover him wherever he's going. So that's 2 attempts, y'all. And the Lord, I told y'all this last year before he became president, even when he became, I've been telling y'all he's going to be president for 3 years now. Right. And I've been telling y'all for like 2 years, when he get in there, they're going to be trying to take him out. And I told you that was going to try and take him out before he got in there. And it happened. So you pray over him. He's like the most wanted man ever. And the Lord told me to really reiterate again about New York. Pray for New York and Philly, because the Lord showed me collapses coming to New York and collapses coming to Philly. I don't know what parts of New York will collapse because New York is big. So it's probably the boroughs, Manhattan, all of that, right? Far as Philly collapsing, Philadelphia, I don't know how they're going to collapse. All I know is God showed me collapse. God showed me collapse for New York. He says if they are not careful, New York and Philadelphia, if they are not careful, getting right with God, stuff like that, if they are not careful, it will collapse. Then the Lord said, she who is really, okay, listen to this. She who is really a he stands in the water will fall. So okay, let me say it again. He said, he who's really a she that stands in the water will fall. Now, the only thing I know that stands in the water is the Statue of Liberty. Is there any other place in the world that something stands in the water? Tell me, right? I'm like a he. So that Statue of Liberty is not a real she. And y'all know the real Statue of Liberty is a dark copper woman. The French sent her to America, and America rejected her and sent her back and put up the white Liberty. But God said, he said, he who is not a, she who is a he. So the Statue of Liberty is not a she, it's a he. What? Who stands in the water will fall. And I was like, Daddy, the only place I know is the Statue of Liberty. Now, when will the Statue of Liberty fall? I have no idea. But I know when it falls, that's not going to be good for New York. Right? So, I'm not saying Statue of Liberty going to be falling this year or next year, but God says it's going to fall. He said people are going to be shocked when it happens. Wow. It's not going to cause a tsunami, though. That's what he said. This is my 4th time telling y'all about Chicago. The Lord said big judgment is coming to Chicago. He been showing me stuff about Chicago since 2014. Y'all remember my videos on my old channel. So, and I already warned y'all about Illinois. Something going to happen in Illinois, Chicago. Oh, Illinois, period. I've been there before. I told y'all about Illinois twice. Some great big judgment is coming in, big destruction. There's some destruction and judgment coming to Chicago. So please pray over Chicago. This is my third time telling y'all about a volcano that the Lord was showing me and telling me that was going to erupt in New Jersey. Now, mind you, New Jersey hasn't had volcano eruption in over 200 years. So when he told me that, I was like, nah, right? But he keeps saying it. And when it happened, it's going to catch them off guard and it's going to bring great devastation. I'm like, maybe that's why he hasn't let me move back home yet, because this volcano may be coming this year and maybe, he don't want me to go home yet, until after this stuff happened, because it's going to be great destruction and death. It's really going to catch them off guard. So please pray for my home state. Please pray for the Garden State. Please pray that God have mercy and that it doesn't come to pass. And you New Jersey people, please do your research and find out where that volcano is, because it hasn't happened over 200 years. Find out the area where it is, and y'all can start praying over that area, right? And I've been telling y'all about this, my third time telling y'all, right? And what else? Okay, I told y'all about the plane crashes. All right. And I think that was it. And I did tell y'all, Hollywood was gonna burn. And then the Lord told me that California, they want to make a lot of parts of California smart cities. So, when Hollywood catches on fire, there's gonna be other parts of California this year and in 2026, maybe even 2027. That's going to be on fire. It's just the beginning for California. A lot of judgments coming there. I saw mudslides coming there. I even saw floods coming there. I saw earthquakes coming there. And there's going to be a swarm of earthquakes here in America. This is my third time telling y'all that. I kept seeing that the Northwest and parts of the East Coast, the Northwest and parts of the East Coast. I even saw a little couple of tremors coming here where I am in Georgia, not my area, but in Georgia. But it's gonna be like in the Northwest and the parts of the East Coast. And we haven't had that big one. Remember that big one I dreamt about here in America? We haven't had that yet. But remember, I told you it was going to happen abroad first, and it did. Nepal, India, God called that straight out, and other places. I also saw Turkey having a massive earthquake. Now, y'all remember when they had that earthquake 2 years ago? I saw that, and I told y'all 50,000 people died. It'll be way more than that when it happens again. When it happens again. So, pray for Turkey. And I saw like a pocket of war breaking out in like Emirate countries, like Arab countries. It's not going to be anything like Israel and Gaza or Ukraine and Russia, but I saw it. And I saw the Ukraine-Russia war in 2014 and many times after that. And I saw the Israel war 1 year before it happened. So I'm telling you again, some Arab nations and are gonna have some issues. And then I kept hearing the word Judea. I don't know if that's in Israel or if that's in the Arab land. And I also saw Jordan, bombings coming to Jordan. And I also saw something in Kenya. It was an airline flight. It crashed. Now, y'all know I saw the Kenyan plane crash a couple of years ago. Now I seen another one that's going to crash in Kenya. So, so pray for Nigeria, because a lot of stuff is about to happen in Nigeria and Africa, period, and in America. So just pray. Much love. Shalom.